All right, guys, welcome back to your Professional Yappers podcast. This is take 2 of our return because we had some technical issues last week, but we are back. We got lots to talk about. A lot of things going on in all sports right now, but we're planning a NBA heavy topic because there's a lot to talk about this week.
Yep.
In the NBA. But as usual, I am joined by my two co-hosts, Raheem and Ronnie.
Hello, friends.
So let's kick this off. Let's start right at the top. We're gonna talk about the Cavs, 15-0. It's 2016 all over again, apparently.
Let's not go too far.
Well, I mean,
They don't have my Pookie Bear. They don't have my Pookie Bear.
they don't need him. They're 15-0. LeBron's never done that for them.
Okay, so we can start off by saying this: 15-0, but still not predicted to they're not championship contenders.
Why is that?
What do you mean? Why is that? They're just not a championship built team. Like they might make it out of the East. Not make it out the East. They might have like I don't know. Let's say second round exit. You know what I'm saying? First round, yeah. Second round exit.
So I actually I don't disagree with you, and I'm gonna say why. Because tomorrow, I think it's the group stage again for the NBA Tournament Cup, and it's the Celtics versus.
Wait, hold on. Can I say one thing? LeBron James is one of the greatest players of all time. He actually is one of the first players to win the NBA Cup and become NBA Cup final MVP thing, right?
That was you.
But
Okay, do you have LeBron stick out your mouth now, or are you are you done? Are you done?
oh, give me 1 second.
Anyways,
No.
so it's the Celtics and the Cavs. I think it's in Boston. So that's gonna be crazy because I think the Celtics are what 11-4 or 13-4, something crazy, like an impressive record. And yeah, the Cavs are 15-0, and it's not like they had an easy schedule, but they didn't have like a crazy hard schedule either. So it's really impressive. But it's like, remember, I think what was it the Rockets that one year went like 22 games in a row, and the Rockets still suck.
Hold on, before you get into it, I don't like how you use the word impressive there. Because the last game they obviously should have lost because he traveled on the play. So it's not as impressive. I mean,
Who's
like, it's an okay. We don't say
Well,
the
who's
devil's
he?
name around
Who's
here.
he?
Well,
Who's
Jason.
he? You have his shoes.
I don't have his
Tatum.
shoes.
You bought his
Yeah,
shoes.
I didn't buy.
You bought his shoes.
I would never spend my well-earned money on anything. So
A direct descendant of Raheem bought him the shoes.
because
So
Raheem
he
told that person that
bought
he
the
wanted
shoes.
them. He said, "Yo, grandma, those look tough."
no. Anyways, we can move on. But I wouldn't say the record is impressive. I don't see anything impressive about
Hey,
that.
he did travel though. Can we just say? I've been arguing with people on this. He did travel.
NBA literally said
NBA
travel.
said that they came out with an after action report. Whatever. I said after action report. This is not Call of Duty.
So just for context, we're talking about Jason Tatum, and we're talking about the Celtics versus Raptors the other night when the Celtics won 136-133. But Tatum traveled. He lifted both pivots. He was trying to jab step and ended up dancing there.
Yep. So he switched like pivot foot like I don't know 50 times before he even dribbled the ball. But the after report said that he did travel. The NBA said yes, he was to travel.
Doesn't change anything. I know people in social media was complaining that, saying, well, Jaylen Brown got run over. First of all, Jaylen Brown flops all the time, or a lot of the time. It's crazy. For a man that has like 5% body fat, he's like flopping around all the time. I'm sorry, Davion Mitchell's not pushing you that hard. Let's just be real here. And that's not how that works.
Me.
Yeah, that guy, the guy on the left. It's crazy to me. And yet, even with all that saying, it's still impressive what the Celtics are doing. And there's a good chance they probably repeat.
Yes, I totally agree with you on that.
There's a good chance they make it to the finals. I don't know if they're going to repeat, though.
Well, who can beat them? If they make it to the finals, who can beat them?
There's
someone from the West. I think the West is more gritty. It's going to take a lot more to get to the finals through the West than it is the East. And I think
almost every year.
I think if you go on a run at the right time at the end of the season in the playoffs, you have a chance of beating any team. I don't care who you are.
Oh, yeah. So, I was going to say that goes for either side.
I would agree with that last take, but when it comes down to it, the Boston Celtics from the GM all the way down to the water boy, everybody is like locked into like one goal. Like they're all on the same exact page. They've been on the same page for like years now. It's very hard to beat a team that's like so deeply connected that all they really just really want to win.
Yeah.
Coaching is great, staffing is great, medical team is great. Players want to win. Players show up every single night. It's not like whatever is happening in Milwaukee. It's like it's just like a different culture. Like I hate to say it, but like role players like Jason Tatum, like they don't have to like do too
Role
much.
players?
They don't have to do too much, but like it's like everybody's locked in, so it's just hard to beat that. But I do agree, like if you go on a run, you have the confidence, whatever, like you can beat any team. Like that's just how the NBA works.
The
But, like,
Celtics mindset is let's earn that ring that we won because no one believes in them with that ring. It's like just earn it now, so they're gonna repeat. Now I will say this though, that comment about anyone can win in the playoffs, that's true. But I find that's not really true for NBA. That's true. All like MLB, you see that happen very often. NHL in the Stanley Cup playoffs, there's always that like what they call a Cinderella team, where like the team that you wouldn't expect make it really far. But in the NBA, for some reason, it's always like I'm not saying it's scripted. It's not scripted, but it's always like the top 4 teams that are fighting it out at the end. You'll never see the 7th seed make it too far, except for that one time Miami did, but still
I was
lost.
supposed to say Miami, yeah.
It's still lost. Like you don't see that. Last time something crazy like that happened was the 7th seed Houston Rockets from the 90s that beat the Knicks. That was in the 90s. Like Raheem wasn't even alive yet.
Dude.
They don't really see that anymore. But like the Celtics are there, and you're talking about like who can they beat? Like what about the Warriors? They're like 10-2 right now. What a crazy start for a team that has Andrew Wiggins.
Don't disrespect Andrew Wiggins.
I'm playing. You know I got love for the guy. You know that. You know I got love for the guy.
No, because you just disrespected him.
I got love for the kid, man. I saw him play. He came to Canada, and I saw him play here in McMaster once. That shit was awesome. I was so like stargaze. Like that's my Maple Jordan right there.
Your Maple Jordan.
My Maple Jordan. You know, he was supposed to be the next one up.
Oh, you got lazy. But we can move on.
And life happened. Yeah. So the Warriors 10-2. Lakers, they have a chance, right? 9-4. Your Pookie Bear.
No. No.
JJ Redick. No.
The Lakers have way too much internal issues. When I say internal issues, I mean there's too much load. That's crazy, but load on LeBron. At the age of 38, 39, like that should not happen. I shouldn't have to see my GOAT go out there day in and day out and play like he's still 20, 21, 22, 23 years old. Like his body shouldn't be able to handle that. We need people to actually step up.
But the team's built around him.
So you said what?
The team is built around him.
So the team's built around him for like years. They didn't make any like drastic changes.
So no, but what I'm saying is that he is the star player on that team, regardless of age.
He's not supposed to be.
But he has to be.
No, so that's my problem. He's not supposed to be. So Anthony Davis was supposed to take the keys from him. Like it's been like 2-3 years now.
That's not his fault. That's LeBron's fault.
Yeah.
What do you mean? No, Anthony Davis doesn't perform. Like for the past 2 years, you're telling me that you could look at AD and be like, "Oh yeah, that's a performing big man. He has the keys."
That's
no,
a big. I'm telling you, that's a big part of LeBron, though.
So Bron is the reason why Anthony Davis, like for the past like 2 years, I've been watching him can't like not being aggressive, can't grab a rebound, not scoring in the fourth when he grabs the ball.
I mean, the games I watch, he's been the games I've been watching, he's been doing that.
This year he's been playing great, but last year, the year before, injury.
Year before, yes, not last year though.
Last year was terrible.
The man played 70 plus games.
I'm not talking about injury. I'm just talking about like performance wise
and numbers wise. He put up great stats.
His impact in the game was like non-existent.
Okay, but hold on. LeBron is still the star of the team, right? So what I'm trying to say is that he is the core, he is the nucleus, and you build around him, and that includes Anthony Davis. If LeBron is not willing to hand the keys to Anthony Davis yet, how can you say it's not his fault?
So,
because he's still trying to play at a high level. He's still trying to play every day, isn't he?
Yeah, well, he goes in every day because he has that competitive mindset, obviously. But
he also has an ego.
Yeah, he has an ego, but you can see him like even when we went to go watch him a couple weeks ago, like you see that he takes plays off because takes a toll on his body. So
Yeah.
we call it like the non-LeBron minutes, the non-Steph Curry minutes. The Lakers suck during those minutes. That's
Yes,
Anthony Davis's minutes.
that I will agree with that. I will say this too on that same note. Anthony Davis is not your star of the team. Like he shouldn't be.
Yeah, I mean, he shouldn't be like we. That's what we wanted to because New York, like Pelicans, AD.
You say New
him
York
and
Pelicans?
I said New Orleans.
Uh-uh.
I swear to God, I said New Orleans. Let's run it back. Replay, replay, replay. Let's run it back. I said New Orleans. I would not say New York Pelicans. Let's be fucking for real. I said New Orleans. But
You
anyways,
sure about that?
Upon
yes.
review, he did say New York.
I did
Foul
not say
for
New
him.
York.
He
Anyways,
did.
Pelicans AD was great. That's the kind of like Anthony Davis were expected to come to the Lakers because that's what he was all about, bringing AD to LA to eventually take over for LeBron. Right? Eventually,
Yeah.
LeBron can go to the corner during the fourth and he can just go to work. But that hasn't happened since he's got there.
You can't
I just
have
don't think. Sorry, go ahead, Ronnie.
you can't have a successor to LeBron James until LeBron James retires. It's the exact same thing with Kobe. But not to the same degree because they never had an AD next to Kobe, but they wanted a successor to Kobe. They could never get that. With LeBron James, it's him. He's the team. He runs everything. He has the keys to the franchise until he retires, and then they can move on. And to do that, you got to get someone else. It ain't AD.
Okay.
Has to be like another like franchise player.
Well, AD is a franchise player. Any
I
franchise
agree.
we
I
want.
just don't think it's him.
Okay, I can agree
think-
with that as well.
I think Anthony Davis is a franchise player on a B City team. If
So-
he was playing in like Portland, for example, I don't even know how well Portland's doing, but
Not well.
for the sake of the example, Portland, Sacramento. If he was the star player on those teams, I feel like he would be better than being a star player on a Lakers team, a New York team, in my opinion. Like,
Yeah.
take away the injuries. He played 70-something games last year. He had a really good season on all accounts. But at the same time, he had to be second fiddle to LeBron a lot of the time.
Yeah.
And he's not going to be able to be the number one guy while LeBron's on the court.
So why I'm gonna disagree with that is because LeBron's like his game has definitely declined over the years. No doubt about that. Like he's getting older. He has become he was always a good passer, but he has become an even better passer in the recent years. And you can see when he plays with AD, like he's a pass first big, essentially. All right. So if he's a pass first, how is he playing second fiddle to AD when he's not trying to do more of the scoring? He's just kind of trying to facilitate the offense.
I think he's trying
Right.
to do
saying
that,
the
but
other
not
way.
doing it.
I mean, he's trying to do that, but like, okay, let's take for example let's say the last 3 years or whatever. Him trying to facilitate the offense, he's passing to who to make what shot? Cam Reddish in the corner. This year he's passing to Gabe Vincent, who has not made. I think he's made 3 out of like 153s. So it's like, yeah, he wants to be a facilitator, but like if his second in command is afraid at 6'10", afraid to go up to the basket in the fourth quarter, and he's passing to his shooters and nobody's hitting a shot, what is he supposed to do? Take over the game, right? Do what he's been doing for the past 21 years in the NBA. Take over the game. Go to the basket because you obviously have no help. That was like the last 2 years that watching him, it's like, Genie Bus, you fucking suck. I mean, you suck.
She is
because,
quite terrible. Yes.
yeah, because like we're wasting very good, valuable years of LeBron James as we speak.
I mean,
Right?
they got the one ring. It was like, okay, great.
With an asterisk, as everybody likes to call it,
And
because
there's no
like,
and there's no urgency anymore after that.
there's no urgency after. There's no, okay, let's try to like build more on this team. Yes, we're building around LeBron. We're trying to help out AD, but like, what are we actually like doing? You know, they're not really doing anything. They're building but not building at the same time. We got Bronny James on the bench. We got fucking what's those kids? Gabe Vincent came over from Miami. Has like
D'Lo.
Why wasn't he like shipped away to fucking Afghanistan last year?
Okay, wow.
right?
But
It's
they
like
got a
little
new
things
coach
like
though.
this. Yeah, they got a new coach after suffering. We suffered with Darvin Ham for like 2 years.
Salud.
Yo, everybody go out there and play hard. Respect. What?
That's
Like,
funny.
I don't get it. Lakers are a whole thing. I don't see them having any playoff success
I can't
whatsoever.
even think of like a mid-season trade that might even help them at the like
No.
trade deadline. Because like they're also they're stuck with contracts, right? Like LeBron and AD are max contracts, and D'Lo's a
That's
max. You know, D'Lo's a max contract too. All three of them are max contracts.
yeah.
I don't. Yeah.
The economics of the NBA boggle my mind. Max versus not max, super max, franchise tag, all this stuff. It's
No,
crazy to build a roster around that
franchise
stuff.
tag is NFL.
Yeah, I know. I just started listing out terms that came to my head. But anyways,
well, on
we're gonna
the total I would say the opposite side of all that is all these teams are doing so great, and then you have my Raptors.
Who
okay.
are
Hold on, before you continue on the Raptors trajectory, I need you to know I went downtown this weekend. Okay, I was at Union Station. I walked into a Lids, and there was a bunch of Raptors fans inside there. I don't even know why. There was a hockey game happening later that day, not a Raptors game. But anyways, I'm in there. I'm looking at some stuff, and I've never heard Raptors fans so excited about a team that's 2-12.
It's weird. You know what? And I've said this to you guys
They
before.
love it. I love it.
I've said this to you guys before. We are competitively tanking. Like our team is not trying to lose, but we have no one available. No one available. You know, IQ is injured. Scotty's injured. Our backup Big is injured. We have Chris Boucher on the team. Like it's just we're competitively tanking. And you know, I'm not opposed to that, but at the same time I am because I pay for season seats. And my biggest issue is I pay for seats as if we won a ring last year. That's how much my tickets cost. But we sucked last year, we sucked this year, and knowing us next year we might still suck. And I'm paying an arm and a leg for these tickets.
Yeah.
Cooper Flag though.
That's a different. That's a totally different like conversation. That's just the economics of sports right now.
I hate it. But
I saw at I think it was a UNLV game yesterday. Someone got food in one of those boxes that you can get.
Yeah.
It was a large pepperoni pizza and a pitcher of beer, which usually would set you back like $20-$30 in Canada. Was $683 US
for what? Sorry.
for a
Pizza and a
large
drink.
pepperoni pizza and a pitcher of beer.
At UNLV?
600?
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah. So I mean it's just the thing. Going back to the
That's
Raptors,
gotta be money laundering.
That's I mean probably. It's the wild west in the US right now. We all know that. Yeah, the Raptors are 2-12. As far as like they've been somewhat competitive in like certain games.
Yeah.
But they just don't have the finishing power. And like you said, like half the team, half of the starting core is injured.
Yep.
So 2-12 is not surprising to me. What is surprising is the other teams that also have 2 and 3 wins in the East.
It's just Washington. Milwaukee got 2 more wins since we last looked at it. They're 4 and whatever now. They still suck.
It's
surprising.
Still terrible.
It's surprising, but not surprising when you realize that their head coach is Doc Rivers,
And their assistant coach is?
and their assistant coach is
Darvin Ham.
Raheem's favorite, Darvin Ham. And even with Giannis dropping 54 points, Bucks still can't get a win.
So actually,
literally just stick to rapping.
The 76ers are 2-10. Raptors are 2-12. Washington's 2-10. Wow.
That's what that's what happens when your star Embiid doesn't play back to backs and is injured, and Paul George is too busy doing his podcasts and injured. But I feel like and also Maxey got injured too. It's just so unfortunate for all of them. And I feel like you see their rookie though. Their rookie dropped like 27 and 34 in back-to-back games.
I haven't been tapped into the Milwaukee games because I refuse to watch Giannis.
Philly, but yeah, go on.
Philly?
Yeah.
Okay. I think I did see a little oh, you talking about Jared McCain?
Yep.
Oh, the TikTok guy.
Yep. Do the dance for us.
TikTok guy.
Come on, do the dance for us. You know you want to.
There's a nickname for him, but it's not appropriate for the public.
Hmm.
It's appropriate for Twitter though.
Yeah, because that's where I saw it. So,
Ah.
but basketball wise, he can hoop.
Yeah.
He can really play. Everything else, like I'm not really sure of. What why did you make that face, Ronnie?
Everything else, I'm not really sure of. That's crazy.
I'm sure, but yeah, like yeah, that's what I say. He can hoop, right? I guess. Yeah.
Mm. Yeah,
Yeah.
that's true. The East kind of sucks. The West is like a bloodbath. You see, we're gonna talk about this. But I'm gonna talk about now. Like, De'Aaron Fox was balling the last couple of days.
Real hooper.
He dropped 60, and the next day he dropped 49. I think that's the second most points back to back since
Aim.
Was it Dame?
Yeah.
The Dame dropped like 112 or something crazy.
Yeah.
In total. So yeah, that's I thought it would have been Harden, because I know Harden had a crazy spree.
Yeah, the 30
or
plus.
yeah,
something
or
like
even like Kobe, because Kobe had like a 60 game once or a 50 game once. It was something crazy. But that's really impressive for a team that's still losing. I think
yeah,
they went to the brink the other night against Utah.
and lost on free throws, I believe.
No, they beat Utah. I think like,
So-
this is literally just like Saturday night, like the UFC night,
Oh, okay, yeah.
where he dropped 49. I mean, great and all, and Sabonis is on the team and he's helping out, and DeMar's on the team, but these guys lost to the Raptors, so
Yeah, that's
like
getting their second win, right?
yeah.
Congrats, guys.
You know, side note though, I was watching that Starting Five documentary. It's
Mhm.
really good. It's like
It's actually really good.
it's really good. It made me like see like I feel bad for Jimmy Butler. All the LeBron stuff I actually don't care for. Not because I don't like LeBron.
Wow.
It's just I knew that stuff already. It's not nothing new to me, right? Like I expect this from LeBron. You know, great husband, great father. You know, just a competitor. I knew that already. It's the stuff on like Tatum and Ant and Butler
Yeah.
and Sabonis. I love it because like this is a whole new side to these guys that you never get to see. It's awesome to see.
So that's when I started to this was before the season started, and I had like a soft spot for Jason Tatum because
You
of
heard
that
it.
documentary. But like
That's why he got the
it's
shoes.
totally-
That's why he
it's
told his
totally
grandma to
fine.
get the shoes.
I hope she actually never sends it.
Next
But,
up, Jersey.
she like watching that documentary, you see like some these guys are, like actual like normal, really normal people.
Yeah.
Like Ant would have been like friends with like me and Josh.
Yeah.
That's how he
plays-
behaves.
Oh no, because he plays Xbox, and you guys are so anti-Xbox people. So
I'm not anti Xbox. Hold up.
you can't lift my Xbox. That's literally my Xbox. This podcast. This is
No,
my Xbox. He's holding up.
We're not anti Xbox.
It's quite
Um,
literally my Xbox.
We literally were trying to convince him to get a superior controller because he games a lot like the rest of us, and he refused.
Because I'm still like look at the size differences. Pause.
Pause.
You can get. Let's. Anyways, there's 250 balls dropped on top of De'Aaron Fox going off. Giannis dropping 54, almost losing the game.
Yeah.
We got Wemby
Most
dropping
funny.
50, which I mean he had a great overall game as far as I saw.
So
Yeah,
before
for
we
that
go into the Wemby 50 ball, because I have a lot to say, I have to apologize to him. I want to talk about the Giannis game. Now,
Shout out LA Knight, he was there at that game. That's why he scored 50.
I don't think it was that game.
No, it was that game. Yeah.
Ah,
They kept on saying it on SmackDown over and over and over and over again.
I was thinking trying to pronounce Giannis's name like a certain other wrestling organization.
So Michael Cole fucked it up the first time. He said Giannis, and then
Ooh.
the reason he kept on saying it after is so that he could correct him. He said Giannis,
Oh,
but he did not say Giannis Atatapupu.
Antetokounmpo.
nah, that's a good pronunciation of the last name, by the way. That's nailed it, spot on. But I wanted
Shout
them
out
to
Tony
lose
Khan.
so bad because that post game interview would have fed families. Okay. I think he would have personally hit a reporter if he had lost that game. All right. Like, I don't think you understood like how much I saw the score, I saw his stat, and I tuned into the game, begging and pleading that he lost that game. When the whistle blew and I saw them review the foul and he was sent to the free throw line, I thanked God. All right. I needed them to lose so badly.
Ugh.
right? Because he's been crashing out recently.
Yes, he has.
Every post game interview, he has been losing his mind. He's been throwing shots at I want to say Dame, right?
He's like asking his team to trade him. He's like, I mean, maybe you should trade me in his broken English. Who says that? The man just had an extension. He's talking about getting traded. He's like, anyone can get traded, even me. It's like, bro, what? You know,
He's been throwing shots at the organization.
You know why this is happening?
Why?
Because Thanasis is not on the team. Mystery solved. We can go home, guys. Let's go.
If
That's why.
if me leaving wouldn't have like stopped the whole flow of the podcast, I would have left already. I literally just left. But yeah, like I really need to lose. When does Dame get back? Because he's hurt right now, right? He was out. Past couple games.
I'm actually just searched that right now.
Because he wasn't playing that game that I checked.
I think I saw a clip on Twitter of Dame trying to like run around and defend.
He's not coming out tomorrow.
He's doing such a terrible job, and someone put clown music over it.
He's not this concussion protocol. He should be back like this week.
Okay. That it's not gonna make a difference anyways. They're just not meshing together. There's something like off-putting about the both of them. You know, they didn't work out once this summer.
Really?
And I heard they didn't even speak. I think they had like one phone call for the whole summer, but they didn't work out at all.
Why would you not? Like that's just.
But I heard that it was because like Giannis, like after the NBC, he took himself and he just went to Greece for the whole summer.
So remind me again, was it not Giannis's push to trade for Damian Lillard?
Well, I think it was Giannis's push to trade for another star. I didn't know if it was Damian. I'm not sure if it was Damian Lillard.
I mean, he was the only one on the trading block.
Okay, so yeah, I'm gonna let's say he pushed to trade for him, but like it's definitely not what he thought it was gonna be.
No,
100%.
what I find crazy about that is he pushed for that trade, and they traded Drew Holiday, which he was okay with, who ended up going to Boston and winning a ring.
Yeah.
Like
I think, and we talked about it too. Like that pick and roll with Giannis would be legendary.
Yeah.
Right. Dame shooting, you slip, you play under the pick, he shoots a 40-footer, he hits it, you come pick him up or you hedge, Giannis slips to the basket, that's 2 points, but it's just not working. Like I don't know what it is. Like I don't know, I'm not watching the games either. I refuse to see a Doc Rivers and Darvin Ham team. Like that's just not in my. I don't want to see
every
that
time
shit.
you make me mad, I'm just gonna send you the photo of Darvin Ham and Doc just sitting on the bench, just like what's going on?
What do we do?
What do we do here?
And I want to say that Toron Prince getting more minutes than Giannis on like a daily basis is also really criminal. But I don't care. As long as he's not on my team. As both of them are not on my team, I don't care.
Sounds like an A-Rod Derek Jeter scenario, because they hated each other, and they've had to play on the same team together for like 12 years. I'm surprised they're doing TV together right now for Fox.
Raheem, who's A-Rod?
Yeah.
Who's A-Rod?
Yeah.
Who's A-Rod?
I have no idea what you guys are talking about, by the way.
Who's A-Rod?
I don't know. You guys are talking about baseball, then I don't know.
It's actually crazy you don't know who Alex Rodriguez is.
No, I don't know who that is.
Do you know who Jennifer Lopez is?
Latina, Mami.
They were married.
Lost me at that point.
Here's
recently.
He's the part owner of the Wolves.
Yeah.
Lost me.
Anyway,
he was on the court. Anyways,
you owe
J-Lo in a bikini.
You owe an apology to Wemby, but
Wemby.
Hold on. You gotta do it in French. Go.
C'est moi pour le vrai. C'est moi pour le vrai.
Is that French or Polish?
When you went like this and you just said bleh. What was that? What was that?
Oh,
were you referring to yourself as a chicken?
No, I was saying me sorry. Be sorry. That's
Caveman.
what I.
I swear you said chicken in French. I swear to God, that's what you said.
But I owe Wemby an apology. I was comparing him to Taco Fall. Not Taco Fall. Fucking not Bobo. Bobo. I said Taco Fall. I don't know why I said Taco Fall. Bobo. They're not the same players at all. Bobo will never be any. Bobo is not even as good as Wemby's pinky finger. Like it's just not even like close. He's the clear runner for the future, like the face of the league, no doubt about it.
Yep.
Like
Giannis, who? Like
he's in his second year, and he has a higher like points per game, whatever, like than like Shy. Like Shy's like 40 something. And he
Shea.
got that like Shy, cool, Shay. He got like 40 like a couple nights ago.
Yeah, I believe that.
That's insane to me.
Well, there's a big difference between the two types of teams, right? Like all the offense is Wemby on that team, and with Shea, it's like a team who wins. But I get it. I'm not discrediting what Wemby's doing. I'm not. I promise I'm not doing that. I'm just saying. Wemby's on a shit team. He's gonna put up those crazy numbers, which is good. He needs to continue to do that.
And play with CP shit it's like it's bringing out like the best of him.
I know we're not doing that.
You want him to call him the other name?
Chris Paul?
Child porn 3.
No. Mute that. No. That's not. No. Only you would think that, Mr. Drake fan.
What was that?
Like, we don't...
It's what I saw on Twitter. That's what
Oh my God.
But
how can people get away with saying shit like that on Twitter, but you can't like say it anywhere else? It's crazy.
The app is in shambles. But playing with like an elite point guard like Chris Paul, like it's life changing. From what I saw him play with last year to this year, it's like wow, right? And he's also made some really good individual plays.
Yeah.
So like something just happened.
It's all coming together.
Yeah, it's all being pieced together.
They just need a better team.
Yeah, he needs some better pieces around him.
Yeah, absolutely. Also, while we're all here, prayers up to Greg Popovich. Praying for your health, man. Hope you get better. Had a mild stroke. That's why he's not here. So hopefully...
He lost his wife recently, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Prayers up to him, man.
Prayers up.
We'll do that to you.
Yeah.
You just said yeah?
I said losing someone like that will do that to you.
Oh, I didn't say that.
That is what you said.
Yeah. No, I said losing your best eater will do that to you.
That's not what you said. That's crazy. I'm glad I talked over you saying that earlier because no one could. That's all a lie. It's all a lie. What's wrong with this man? Quickly, our last topic for NBA is James Harden. Officially second place.
Congrats.
Yeah, congratulations, I guess. Officially second place. Never going to hit first place. It is what it is. Like no one. It's almost... Yeah. I don't want to say it's like almost unachievable because I used to think that for Wayne Gretzky's like goals record in the NHL, and now Ovechkin's 30 goals away. I hope he never I hope Ovechkin doesn't get there, but like I've said in other,
he's probably gonna get there.
I hate that.
He's probably gonna get
I hate
there.
Like if Steph's like 3-point record were to be broken, it would have been done by me. And like I unfortunately didn't get to the league, so it's never gonna be broken. But shout out to James Harden, obviously. Why is everybody so silent and stuff?
Davion, thoughts?
It would have been you?
Huh? Yeah.
It would have been you?
Yeah, why not?
Listen, respectfully, and you know I love you, but sometimes when you walk around, it sounds like an old door. Squeak, squeak, squeak. You know what I mean?
I heard his knees right there. I heard it right there. You hear that? He tried walking and I was like, "Scream!" And he just
who holds the record? Steph?
Yeah.
And he's still in the league. That's not no one's breaking it.
It was Reggie, Ray Allen, Steph, with Harden somewhere underneath. The Harden now took over both of them. Obviously, it makes sense.
Yeah. And
to
be honest, I'm gonna say this: with the way the game has evolved, I would never say never when it comes to Steph because the game is literally revolved around 3-point shooting right now.
Yeah.
Everybody like in order to be like a good player or a great player in the NBA, you have to have that 3-point shooting added to your bag. Like back in the like in like Ronnie's days when like Reggie was playing and
Dude.
shit. It was my fault. Like 3-point, having a 3-point shot was okay, but it wasn't something that they looked for.
The usage
You
wasn't
know?
high back then. That's why it was amazing
Usage wasn't high.
what Reggie Miller used to do, what Larry Bird used to do. And then when Ray Allen took over, like the
Larry
usage was
Bird,
getting a
crazy.
little the usage was getting a little bit higher, but now like you said in today's game, everyone's shooting threes. You're 1 to 5 is our shooting threes. So that record is 100% going to be broken.
Yeah, it might take a long time. It might take we might not even see it in our lifetime. Let's be real. But
I mean,
like
you could declare for the draft and break it, right?
for me,
Yeah, you.
I know, but that means like I would have to like I don't want.
Nah, here's what you're gonna do. I got a fire plan. Do
Mm-hmm.
what some Dominican baseball players do. Just lie about your age,
Okay.
change your name,
Okay.
declare for the draft, and you'll
Okay.
be the greatest basketball player for like 5 years, and then everyone's gonna find out that you're actually 47.
What about the height part?
How tall are you?
What about the height part?
How tall are you?
Muggsy Bogues made it.
No. How tall am I?
Yeah.
Like when I wake up.
Are you standing?
6'2".
Are you standing right now? It looks like you're standing. Are you standing?
So when I wake up, like 6'2", but like on like a regular daily basis, 5'11", 6'4".
Sorry, say that again.
5'11", 6'4".
I'm sorry, say that one more time. I can't hear you. Can you stand?
like 5'11".
He is standing.
Oh, he's standing. Right.
Oh,
He's like
Okay,
Tory Lanez.
listen.
He's like Tory Lanez in that one clip that stood up.
To everybody out there, I'm 5'10".
Wait, look at this idiot. Do not hurt your knees. Please do not hurt your knees. Do not.
This guy looks like Kai standing on a chair, literally.
I'm pretty sure you're taller than 5'10" because I'm 5'10", so you should be like 5'11".
Okay, I'm 5'11". Raheem's definitely like 5'9".
He's the same height as like Nate. He's 5'4".
Oh my god.
That's crazy.
On a good day.
On a good day, he says. Wow.
But
Wow.
what were we talking about before you guys started? Like
We're talking about Harden's being number 2 on
Yeah.
the 3-point something.
yeah, it's a good accomplishment. That's the biggest thing he'll ever accomplish. Actually, I won't distract him like that. That's the second biggest thing he will.
Is he a Hall of Famer? Is James Harden a Hall of Famer?
Yeah.
150%. The only person that will never make the Hall of Fame is Jason Tatum. We're not putting role players in there.
He's won a ring and an All-Star MVP. He's going to the Hall of Fame.
No, it's not. Not if I have to do
he's
something
going
about it.
up.
Well, you literally
gonna-
can't because you're short as fuck.
All right,
He's
let's.
gonna-
Oh, we'll see.
Raheem's gonna
that a
January
threat?
6th his Hall of Fame ceremony.
He's gonna January 6th the Hall of Fame ceremony.
It'll just be him outside with a sign,
quick! I
wearing those Tatums that he got.
Yo, that's what we're gonna get you that for Christmas. A Tatum jersey.
No,
I can't wait. 100%.
Yo, I'm gonna get
Yeah.
you the full uniform. We're gonna get you the jersey. We're gonna get you the shorts. If he got an arm sleeve or something, I'm getting everything.
No, dude.
He has the
Don't
one
do
leg
that.
sleeve too. Yo, we got you.
Oh yeah, we're getting you a leg sleeve.
I forgot to write this down, but I didn't get to talk about Vince Carter's ceremony, the jersey
And
ceremony.
Guys, thank you guys so much for listening to today's podcast.
Listen, that was sick. I cried so much. My nephew was there. I was like, why is my uncle crying? It was great. Like, I don't think you guys understand. Well, David understands because he has a brain, but Raheem doesn't understand how important that moment is to Toronto sports fans because Carter was Superman. He was my hero. He was everyone's hero. Kept the NBA in Toronto, and then he became the most villainized person ever by demanding a trade, leaving, joining New Jersey, killing us in the playoffs, like destroying us, and then we booed him forever until 2014, where he came back as Memphis and did a thing for him, and everyone cried. This is Toronto Raptors' first ever player retired jersey, and that's huge. And like, it should be not accomplished but rewarded for that because, dude,
It was
Toronto
a great
Raptors.
ceremony.
It's the Toronto Raptors, and then I
What
can't
do you want
wait.
him to get? Like free beef patties or something? Like we don't care about that guy.
Wow.
Your goat even tweeted about him.
Yeah, just out of like
No, not
like
just out of no. He
No,
actually respects him.
no. So the Lakers actually stayed in Toronto to watch the ceremony, and that was because LeBron asked
Yeah.
to do that.
Yeah.
So don't be making up some stupid BS that you
So
like
let
to
me
make up.
counter that. So LeBron actually loves Toronto, so he actually made an excuse for them to stay in
No,
Toronto. So
he
he can
loves
actually
Vince
spend an
Carter.
extra day.
He loves Vince Carter, and no.
Nobody
I'm
actually
gonna tell you
loves
why.
Vince
Because I
Carter
actually
except
went to
you.
this. His company did the production for the Vince Carter documentary that was released at TIFF. They have a lot of love for each other, like a
That's
lot.
supposed to be big. He's trying to get into like he's in LA. He's trying to get into the productions. He obviously Vince Carter whatever. Bada bing bada boom. You know what I'm saying?
Anyways,
Italia mafia.
Huh?
I don't know. I saw it on TV last night.
Okay, anyways, Raptors had a great ceremony. I watched with a bunch
You
of
can't even
non-basketball
afford
fans
cable.
who loved it. Wow. We're gonna shift topics. It looks like it's the last one on the list. Raheem's been dying to talk about this one because he's a huge fan of the franchise.
Oh, Juan Soto, Han Solo's cousin. Yeah. Fuck yeah. Let's talk about it, man.
Davion's face.
Bro thinks
so bad. He's like steaming inside.
Bro
Oh my
thinks he's
God.
the cousin of Han Solo, a fictional character in a galaxy far, far away from Star Wars.
You know Star Wars isn't real, right, Raheem?
He thought it was a documentary.
If
Bro watched it, was like, yo, this is some sick National Geographic
hold
shit.
on. When I was 6 years old, I awakened the Force.
So
now
last year.
it's dormant. It's dormant inside of me right now, so I know it's real. All right. I can literally let me show you something. You guys are gonna watch me move this bottle. All right. I know something when I see it. So so
oh my gosh.
it's real.
Oh my gosh. Anyways, we're here. This is what I'm here for, is Juan Soto. From what I understand, he wants a lot of money. I don't think there is too much to put on a player like this. From what I've heard, half of the AL East is in. And then the New York teams. We've got New York, we got the Yankees, the Mets, Boston, Toronto. The Dodgers have checked in. I've heard the Nationals had some interest. Bro's looking for 600 plus million over anywhere from 10 to 14 years. He wants to be signed till he's 40. That's the thing. There hasn't been really much news aside from he's had meetings with 4 teams. He enjoyed those meetings because why wouldn't you? And that's about it. And aside from that, everybody's been trying to fill in the blanks, which has been some of the funniest things I've read and also the most idiotic things I've read on Twitter. The question I pose is $650 million too much for a player like Juan Soto?
No. I want to say no. He's young.
Now keep in mind, your best player, Shohei Ohtani, aka Itachi, signed for $700 million. Okay,
Okay.
He is the best player we've seen in our lifetime. He pitches, he hits, and he produces.
I mean, when you put it like that, yeah, that's pretty.
If you put it like that, it's like
pretty expensive. But Juan Soto is young, a proven winner, and just he's also a generational talent. Yeah, he can't pitch, but he does everything else really well. You know, I would. I mean, personally, I like if I was the owner of Rogers, I would.
I'd give him $700 million.
Yeah, sure. I'm not opposed to that either.
Money in baseball it's like funny money. I can't fathom some of the money that's being thrown around for players right now.
Yeah, because I'm gonna be honest with you. When you said like 700 million over 10 years, I'm like, that's a that's a shit ton of money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like that is a lot of money.
Yeah.
Like Juan is looking to break the average annual value record, which I believe is 46.
Oof.
So the rumored offer the Mets have put out is 660 million over 14 years, which is 46 and a half per year. As you can see, the listeners of the pod are going to know, I'm a Blue Jays fan. Blue Jays are apparently in on him. They were in on Shohei Ohtani too. I have very low expectations that this is going to happen for us. And the biggest reason is that we have our own generational talent, even though our GM doesn't seem to think so. In Vladimir Guerrero Jr. And he's a free
Oh,
agent next year.
Vladdy. That's Vladdy, man.
He's a free agent after the end of the 2025 season. We don't have him signed to an extension.
Oh my.
If I were Juan Soto looking at the Blue Jays, okay, they're 74 and 88, I think, last year. Their pitching was okay. Their offense was terrible. Their bullpen was terrible, but they have Vladdy. And there's a lot of asterisks you put around that team. Bo wasn't healthy. We got back end bullpen injuries that they completely decimated the bullpen. Sure, you can look at it that way. Your best player currently on your team is not signed long term. Why do I want to come in there and just replace him?
Right.
Essentially, is what you got to look at right now. I wouldn't. As opposed to looking at another team I don't think is going to sign him, but has a better chance in the Boston Red Sox. They have a better farm system. They have their young player locked up for the next 12 years in Rafael Devers. Fenway Park is amazing for lefties. I mean, why would you not want to go there? Aside from the Boston also not doing so well. I mean, they got Alex Cora as their manager, W. Cheater.
W. Cheater.
I have one thing to say. I think it's really stupid how each stadium is different. Like just like you said, like Fenway is really good for lefties. That's just stupid. Why aren't all the stadiums like all the fields the same size, all diamonds the same size?
They've got minimum requirements they have to meet. So parks are allowed to kind of change it up. Is the best way I can put it.
It's stupid to me too,
Okay.
Raheem. It's one of those rare times I agree with you. I think it's really stupid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. I think at the end of the day, when it's all said and done, he's going to the Mets. I think it's almost impossible for him for Steve Cohen to be outbid.
God.
He came out of the gates at 660 million.
Oh,
and I mean, the Blue Jays can offer the same or more. But
give him whatever they gave Taylor Swift to come to Toronto to perform.
Oh wow.
Give him a Billy.
Oh wow.
My internet bill is gonna go way up if they give him a Billy. But I mean, like, listen, it's hard to be there and then not get the player. We saw what happened last year.
Yeah.
Blue Jays didn't get the player and then got nobody else.
Yep.
They ran it back. You want to know how many times ran it back has worked? Like once. One time.
Man.
It doesn't work in baseball. You have to keep supplementing the roster.
If the Mets get him, oh my God.
If the Mets get him, I'm going to be really happy. You want to know why? That means the Yankees don't get him. And
I mean, yeah,
if the Yankees don't get him. No, but listen. The Yankees without Juan Soto were a mid team, literally. They were 82 and 80.
True.
With him, they went up to a 90-win team. He meant to that team literally anywhere from like 8 to 10 wins. That's a big deal in baseball.
Yeah, no, you're right. You're right.
If he goes to the Mets, I'm happy because that means he does not play in the AL. And the only team I want to see him on in the AL East is our team.
Of course.
I just don't believe it happening.
Well, I mean, I hope so, but all you can do is really just hope.
That's all I have. I just want like Teoscar Hernandez to come back. We sign a pitcher.
Yeah, right.
I'll be happy because I really like Juan Soto would be nice.
Teo coming back.
He's one of my favorite players since he came through. But
I also wanted to touch on what you said earlier about like contract. Now, like the 700 million, 650 million, whatever the case may be. Do you think it's like inflation across like all sports? Because like for example, as soon as you said that, Jalen Brown, $300 million like max, like for over 5 years, like for a player like Jalen Brown, like okay, but like that's kind of crazy, no?
Well, yeah.
I don't know if it's inflation or if it's just that TV deals are getting out of control.
Well, that goes hand in hand. It's like inflation in a sense where TV contracts are going crazy, paying a lot more, which allows the collective bargaining of MLB and NBA to increase, which allows for contracts to be higher.
Yeah.
Essentially, so you understand, Raheem, higher profits, higher contracts.
Yeah.
And the thing that see, but what's different about those two leagues? The NBA has a salary cap.
Yeah.
MLB doesn't have a salary cap. But what MLB is facing right now is that Bally Sports in the US is just going like
Bali
under
Sports
right
as
now.
in Indian
No,
Bollywood. Okay, sorry. I
no,
just
they're
had
just
to.
called Bally Sports. I don't.
Okay.
No,
Okay,
like the
wow.
company bought. Like
They're called Bally
I
Sports.
thought they got bought out by FanDuel because all the
Yes, so they did. But the
perfect, I
thing
knew
is
it.
that they had to go into Chapter 11 to be bought out.
Ha.
Bally took over all of Fort's Sportsnet. Oh my God, Fox
Fox,
Sportsnet, all of their regional deals from the MLB, and then they started losing money like hand over fist. It was insane.
Damn.
In baseball, now all those teams that don't have money because they've lost their TV deal, they don't have money to spend in the offseason. That's what they're crying wolf really because every team has money. But like Minnesota doesn't have money. Tampa Bay really doesn't have money anymore.
Oh, they definitely don't.
Dude, they might lose their team in like 2 years.
Yes.
The Rockies, the San Diego Padres have had to cut payroll because they've lost their TV deal, which is insane to me because they're one of the most exciting teams in the league. But then you have the both New York markets have strong TV deals. Toronto has probably the strongest TV deal ever because the network they run it on also happens to own the company.
Yes.
I mean the team. Boston again, their own regional sports. Like they everything runs through those teams pretty much making money for those networks and they just repay it. It's a cycle. So
Yeah.
it's a big difference. But yeah, I think inflation probably has a little bit to do with it because it's insane. These TV deals are going insane. Like I couldn't fathom in like wrestling WWE $1 billion deal, $1 billion for Monday Night Raw.
That'd be crazy. But listen, with the new Netflix deal, contract's gonna be going up. New free agents now.
Okay, but like think about it though. $1 billion deal, and their last deal before that with USA Network, who's owned by NBC, was like $250 million.
That's
crazy.
crazy. That difference is crazy.
Yeah.
The first episode of Monday Night Raw is paying for Travis Scott to perform, and also one of Travis Scott's songs is going to be the theme song of Raw.
Like a new song, like a brand spanking new song that he's making.
Yes,
That's
that
crazy.
they teased on SmackDown. I'm not even joking. Like Roman Reigns rolled in his car, and he's like, "Yeah, I'm listening to this new Travis Scott. It's not released yet." And then they didn't speak about it for like 6 weeks. Crazy.
Love it.
But yeah, money in sports is crazy. It's a good time to get into the sports industry, guys.
That's right.
Should I buy stocks in Netflix, dude?
You should buy stocks in general, dude.
Okay.
We can't say it, but we can't advise because we're not a financial institution. So we're gonna stop that right there before we get sued.
You know what? I think I might sue Ronnie. He told me to get stocks in Netflix. This
You
is
sure
the
you didn't
proof.
say to get stocks in your shin so you'd be taller?
That was it right there. All right, Raheem, hit us with the outro.
Okay. Episode number 8.
I don't know.
I'm not gonna go look. Thank you guys for watching today's episode with us. Blame Ronnie for our episode not coming out last week. Technical difficulties. I don't know, man. He handles all that.
My fault. I'm sorry.
It lost to the archives forever.
It actually was my fault though, so
Forever.
I
It was
apologize.
actually a really good episode as well. Ronnie didn't know who Aaron Rodgers was. Like it was insane. Okay, but moving on. All right. Make sure to like today's video, subscribe to the channel. We're also posting on Spotify and on Apple Music. So if you're driving at work, you wanna, you started watching at home, you wanna continue watching on the way to work, download Spotify, not Apple Music. Follow the page on Spotify and listen to the podcast. All right. Anything from you guys?
Nah, great episode.
That was
Great.
fun.
Subscribe to the
Episode.
YouTube.
Maybe the next time we come to you, Juan Soto signed with the Minnesota Twins.
Wait, what? That took a turn.
Yeah. Anyways, in French we like to say bonjour. Bonjour.
You say Juan Soto is the cousin to Han Solo?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.